There is nothing else. And the commodities are a possibility if you want to take the risks involved.
Well, you get agriculture products,
Swiss franc government bonds for a while. But, the Swiss franc is another fiat currency. It just happens to be the best of the worst. And so that's not really an answer. It's sort of a stopping-off place, particularly for people who have large amounts of money. But you've got to work your way into more and more and more gold and silver coins and shares. It's the only place to be that you can control. It's simple. It's easy. If you want to take 10 or 20% of your money and gamble with it in the Forex market or in the commodity market, be my guest. And as far as bare land is concerned, the first question I ask the one person who wants to purchase is, are you going to work the land? And if they say no, I'll say, do you realize it's an illiquid asset? I don't think you should do that.
I'll tell you what, let's got a couple calls came in. Let's go to Joe in Arkansas. Joe, welcome aboard. You're on with Bob Chapman.
Okay, thank you, Dave. Yeah, my question is this. Last summer, the recycling places around here were paying 80 cents for aluminum cans, 80 cents a pound, and now they're paying 25 cents a pound. Can you tell me what's happened to the price of aluminum, and do you think it'll come back up?
Whoa, interesting.
Well, it's gone down, needless to say, and yes, it will come back up. I think that all commodities are in a position right now, maybe not all of them, but most of them, where they will rally off their lows. Copper has done that. Copper will get down to 136 on Friday. It was trading at 169, and early this morning before the opening was trading at 165. So I think what's happening here, and copper is a good indicator, as is oil, which saw 34, and early on this morning it was up $1.02 at 46.54. So I think they have turned the corner. In other words, they based out. So aluminum would base out with them among other base metals. And it's normal to come off a bottom and have a 30 to 50% retracement. And in other words, copper could go from 136 up to 220. And so I think there's going to be a technical rally in commodities, and it includes the softs, the wheat, the corn, the beans, etc. And but how long it will last, I don't know.
Okay,
and
I tell you what,
people are not traders.
Okay. I was going to jump in there and see. Hey, Joe, thank you for the call. I was going to move on to John in Ohio. Well, I'll tell you what, John in Ohio, we have 15 seconds before the music starts. If you have a question, you can get it in. If not, we'll hold you through. Go ahead.
Won't work in 15 seconds.
I didn't think it would, John. There's not a segment long enough to carry what you have to say. You've always got so much good information. We're going to take a break. I got to take a breath. Bob Chapman will stay with us for just another 5 minutes. Can you do that, John? I mean, Bob?
Of course I can.
Okay, I figured you were good for another 5 minutes. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back in a minute and 10 seconds. And John in Ohio, you'll be up next, and then John in New York, and we'll see you. Hour number 3 coming right at you in a minute and a half, minute and 10 seconds. Stay with us. Broadcasting from the most confused, dumbed down, brainwashed, manipulated nation on the face of the planet, teetering on absolute economic destruction. This is the Power Hour. And there it is. Play it there. That's my little girl. It's Erica. And today's her birthday. Hey, happy birthday, sweetie. Another year older, another year wiser. Hour number 3 of today's Monday installment of the Power Hour is now in session. We're talking with Bob Chapman, and I'm going to go right back to the phones. John in Ohio. Okay, the baton's in your hand. Go do something with it.
Yes, I run to make a general principled comment here because I hear so often statements made out of ignorance. I'm very interested in what a lot of what Bob Chapman says, but when he says that Obama is a Marxist, this is grotesquely false. I mean, only those who have never really familiarized themselves with Marxist or other Marxist-socialist literature like WSWS.org This organization and other socialist organizations have withering criticism and condemnations of the policy of giving away everything to the bankers. That is the essence of Obama's program. No Marxist, no socialist would ever have, for instance, twice as many contributors from the Wall Street vultures and parasites contributing to his campaign than even to the Republicans. The fascism of both Bush and Obama are simply a difference in slickness.
Okay, John, listen, leave Bob Chapman time to respond. If you eat up the whole segment with your diatribe, then he won't be able to respond. So what is your question? What do you want him to respond to?
So I get the question.
Okay.
The point is he's right. He's right. The former Obama espoused Marxist things. He associated with people who like and espouse Marxism. He is not doing that presently. Mm-hmm. He's doing what he's being told to do by the same gang, if you may, that controlled Bush and his predecessors. So he's modified his thinking, we'll call it, into a socialist agenda so that they can bring about world government. And,
It's just what we've been saying on this show and many others like it for all these years. It's the economics that are pulling the strings. It's the corporation running the game, not elected officials. Okay, we're going to jump over to a first-time caller here up in Wisconsin. Harry, welcome aboard. Go quickly, please.
Yes, I've been thinking about this for quite a while, and I see there's only two classes of people in this country and this world. And there's the producers on one side and the parasites on the other.
Uh-huh.
And, the producers are the workers and who actually get out and do the work daily. And the parasites are the governments from the county and state and federal. And on top of that are the international bankers. Mm-hmm. And... they want you to go out and work every day, and your rewards are penalized,
Well, what it boils down to here is that what you're trying to say is we have two classes. We have slaves, and then we have those that are owning the slaves.
Yes,
that's
better said.
Okay, that's basically. Hey, thanks for the call. I hope to hear from you again. Bob, we're almost out of time here. Your closing comments here in 30 seconds or less.
I think we can expect more of the same from Washington and Wall Street. They'll continue to lie, cheat, and steal, and they're going to continue to funnel monies into the financial sector to keep them alive. They won't do as Warren Buffett has said and allow the banks to go under, which they should. And the depression, which we're already in, which began the beginning of February, is going to get deeper and deeper, as we just discussed earlier. Inflation is going to pick up in April and May, very large. It's
We're
about
flat 9%. Flat out of time here, folks. The International Forecaster available if you call 877-479-8178 or visit theinternationalforecaster.com. Bob Chapman, thank you so much for joining us. Flat out of time, 3-minute break. We'll be back with Greg Neuendorf. Got it all in.